Patriots? Thanks for tuning in to Mason Cable News. My name is Kylan Adams.
And I'm Alexis Whitted.
So, Alexis, tell me about your Valentine's Day and how was homecoming weekend as well?
Well, this weekend I actually visited a friend at UVA, so I saw the game through highlights on Twitter. But my Valentine's Day was just like any other. My boyfriend lives in Mississippi, so I just sent him a couple memes.
Oh, that's nice.
How about you?
Meme thing going on for Valentine's Day. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Former National Secretary Advisor Michael Flynn submitted his resignation late Monday night when his close relations to Russia became apparent to the public. During the campaign trail, he repeatedly shared anti-Clinton conspiracy theories and fake news stories on his Twitter. The Wall Street Journal reported that Flynn was under investigation by U.S. counterintelligence agents for communication with Russian officials. He denied contact with Russian official Kislyak on February 8th. The next day, an account of the discussions between Flynn and Kislyak were shared from an intelligence official. Acting Attorney General Sally Yates, who was fired by Trump after speaking against the Muslim ban, warned Trump about Flynn's close ties to Russia and his vulnerability to blackmail. He resigned on February 13th, accounting for a 24-day tenure as National Secretary Advisor. Details about the resignation are murky, with some saying he chose to resign at his own discretion and others saying he was asked to resign by Trump himself regarding trust issues. Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg is now the acting National Secretary Advisor.
Over the weekend, Oroville Dam in Northern California flooded after heavy rains. Heavier than expected rain poured into the area on February 7th during flood control release of about 50,000 cubic feet per second. Feather River Fish Hatchery downstream was damaged due to the high turbidity. State workers began evacuating the fish and eggs from the hatchery, trying to mitigate the damage. As the auxiliary spillway began overflowing, an evacuation was ordered on February 12th. 188,000 people in the vicinity were reported evacuated. The mandatory evacuation was lifted yesterday on February 14th after being deemed safe by state and federal officials. The dam stretches 770 feet high and is the tallest dam in the United States.
Last week, we covered the reopening of a Giant grocery store on University Drive. George Mason's pop-up food pantry received a $5,000 donation from Giant as part of the reopening process. Giant Food makes charitable donations to the immediate community upon opening or reopening of their stores. Provided as gift cards, the goal of the donation is to provide healthier, more sustainable options for students. This will give access to fresh fruits and vegetables rather than just non-perishable goods provided. Assistant Director of the Student Support and Advocacy Center here at George Mason, advisor to the pantry, John Cicchetti, hopes to see less insecurity and food shortage in the community. Here's Bria Lord to tell you more about last week's grand reopening.
Hello Patriots, we're here at the Giant grand opening in University Mall. It's been long awaited, but it's finally here. There's plenty of options that are perfect for every GMU student. For the entire month of February, bring your GMU student ID and receive 5% off of your purchase.
So we're here this evening at the new University Mall Giant Food Store. We just opened this morning at 9 a.m. This is basically a brand new store. It replaces the former store that was here since 1977. We have grab-and-go items in the deli. We have fresh baked pizza. We've got a Starbucks with a seating area up the front of the store with free Wi-Fi throughout the store.
University Mall's Giant also contributed to George Mason's pop-up pantry and awarded them with $5,000.
We don't have access to store perishable foods, and so Giant, by donating this check, it'll let the students get access to a whole bunch of foods that they can't have otherwise. So as a result, they'll be a lot more satisfied, and because they'll be able to eat, they'll be able to do better in school and other classes and academics.
We appreciate the community's patience as it's taken a few months to build this beautiful new store, but we certainly hope that our customers feel that the time was worth the wait.
Senator and former vice presidential candidate Tim Kaine spoke at Merton Hall last Friday. He spoke about President Trump's executive order and its effects on the Mason and Virginian community. Here's Cody Borden with the story.
A diverse group of students gathered to hear Tim Kaine take his stance on President Trump's executive orders. He offered advice to students who had concerns about how it could affect them and their families. George Mason students who were directly affected by the ban were given the opportunity to share their stories.
Where I understand the need to have appropriate security, we've got to, but we can do it in a way that doesn't cause us to sacrifice our values, our protection for religious liberty, the fact that we shouldn't discriminate against people based on the country they come from.
You mentioned at the end of your speech that you would challenge everyone here to play a role in the current political system. What advice would you give college students who are interested in playing a role in the political system?
Ask yourself, what is the issue that you care most about, that you're worried about right now? For some of you, it might be climate change. For some of you, it might be immigration. For some of you, it might be women's health care access or the Affordable Care Act, or it might be, the cost of education or student loan debt. There's an issue that you're really passionate about and you're worried about right now. Find an organization working on that issue. There's grassroots organizations that do really good work.
A small protest occurred last Tuesday at the North Plaza. The demonstration was designed to raise awareness for LGBTQ issues and the community's plan to interact with the new presidential administration. Additionally, GMU's monthly scheduled Safety Zones training will occur this Friday, February 17th from 9:15 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the training room. The event hopes to train participants on LGBTQ issues and give resources on how to be a good ally. The training is a conglomeration of interactive exercises, presentations, and discussions, as well as private conversations. Topics include LGBTQ student issues, concerns, combating a hostile environment, and learning about national and local resources for LGBTQ students. We are still in the early stages of the spring semester, which means it is a great time to catch up on useful exam strategies. Come learn how to be prepared by attending the Exam Strategies event on this Friday, February 17th from 1:40 to 2:45 p.m. in Sub 1, room 3129. Make sure to go to getconnected.gmu.edu and RSVP to the event.
On Friday night, there will be an event called Candid Conversations happening in the JC Meeting Room G. Starting at 7 p.m., the organization will be holding a conversation between multiple religious and secular groups. Those who attend will get to hear about the beliefs of multiple religious groups and the ability to ask questions about their beliefs or views. This will be a great opportunity to learn about other religious groups and expand on your existing views about religions that you don't personally believe in.
Chinese New Year may have already passed, but the events are just beginning. The Spring Festive Gala for Chinese Lunar New Year and the Year of the Rooster will be this Saturday, February 19th from 6 to 10 p.m. This is one of the best Chinese reunion dinners in the metro area right on our campus at the Hub Ballroom. There will be Chinese songs and dance performances along with talk shows in Mandarin. There will also be opportunities to meet new friends and get red envelopes of money and win a lucky draw. The event is free and requires no tickets or entrance fees.
The 9th annual Mr. and Miss Black GMU pageant will be held this Saturday at 4 p.m. Held in the Hub Ballroom, the event aims to highlight Mason's diverse student body and offers an opportunity to celebrate the leadership, scholarship, service, and achievement within the community. Mr. and Miss Black GMU serve as positive role models for their peers and the local community. The event was founded by Fatima M. Smith, who collaborated with Zeta Phi Beta and Delta Sigma Theta sororities in 2009. Mason Cable Network's very own general manager, Kara White, is partaking in the Mr. and Miss Black GMU pageant. We are excited for her and we'll see you all there.
Did you have fun during homecoming? Before the game, Mason students celebrated with a tailgating party in Lot K. Students and Mason alumni got their face painted and danced to the music from multiple organizations. Mason students then received white basketball jerseys once they stepped into the Eagle Bank Arena. George Mason University etched out a win in the men's homecoming basketball game against Fordham. The game was dead even in the second half when Mason was on a standstill after a streak of points. Stay tuned to hear more about the game with Rima Abarish and the Sports Report after Freshman's Corner with Cody Borden on Valentine's Day. Also, stick around for On the Couch with Gina Jerome and our roundtable on the Grammys. You're watching Mason Cable News.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's segment of Freshman's Corner. I'm your host, Cody Borden. This week we're celebrating Valentine's Day, so I went to North Plaza to talk to freshmen about their Valentine's Day festivities. So what are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Probably watch Grey's Anatomy by myself in my room. I think my Valentine's Day is going to be kind of busy. I'm just going to do my studies, but also keep, showing love towards my friends and all. And, whenever I come across them during the day, just keep a positive message going.
If any celebrity could be your Valentine, who would you want it to be?
Alexandra Daddario. She's an actress.
Maybe like Korean actor. Yeah.
And what is the best Valentine's Day candy someone could give you?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
What type of chocolate?
Probably like Hershey Kisses or something like that.
Hershey's?
Okay. It's the chocolate Hershey's Hearts.
Some Hershey's. I love Hershey's.
After our questions, we had the freshmen fill out a secret admirer Mad Libs.
Red. Facial feature, like eyes, nose, mouth, ears.
What about beard?
Beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Dear Jovic, I still remember the first time I danced Eyes on You. It was during math class.
You came in to give our teacher a love. The very first thing I noticed was your beautiful face. I even heard work playing in the background. Since that day, I admit I have had a brown girl on you.
Since that day, I admit I have had a cloudy grass on you. I will reveal my identity on the 4th of July at 5 o'clock sharp. Meet me behind the flower. I will be wearing a blue camera. Trees and kisses, your secret admirer.
Well, everyone, that's our segment. We hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day and everyone found their secret admirer. Tune in next week for the next segment of Freshman's Corner.
Good evening, Patriots. My name is Rima Burish, and this is the sports segment of the news. Congratulations to senior Jalen Jenkins on his 1,000th career point this Monday, February 14th, against University of Richmond Spiders, where the men's team rocketed past Richmond 93-70, continuing a 4-win streak. Congratulations to senior Marquise Moore as well for being ranked 14th in the nation for college basketball's best rebounders. 6'2" Moore is ranked among 6'8" and 7' players. Unfortunately, the women's team lost against University of Richmond this past weekend, but are set to take on Rhode Island tonight at the Eagle Bank Arena for their senior night. Good luck to the ladies, and congratulations to seniors Sylvia Maxwell, Bridget O'Donnell, Tiffany Paget, and Kara White on a successful Mason career as Patriots. Sophomore Rico Gomez was named A10 Performer of the Week after a successful weekend on the track in Ohio and winning a pair of second-place finishes. Gomez and the Patriots will be in action this weekend with A10 indoors men and women's track and field champions on Saturday and Sunday here at Mason. Well, Patriots, that's it for the sports update. For more info on future games as well as past ones, visit gomason.com. We'll be back right after the commercial.
Hello, Mason Nation. Welcome back to another amazing week with me, Gina Jerome, on the couch. I'm very excited to be your source for entertainment news nationally, as well as in the DMV and GMU area. There has definitely been a lot of news over the course of this weekend, and this week there is one thing that pretty much everyone, and I mean everyone, cannot stop talking about. And that has to be the Grammys. So now let's start off with some juicy Hollywood gossip. Let the record show that no one appreciates a good time or knows how to make one happen by sheer force of will more than Rihanna. The singer was nominated for 8 Grammys, but because Rihanna is Rihanna, she still came prepared to endure more than 3.5 hours of Grammys pomp and circumstance and mic problems. And again, because Rihanna is Rihanna, she did so with the company of a diamond-encrusted flask. You know, I'd say that Riri kept getting caught on camera swigging from the flask, but that would actually imply that she feels some shame, and I wouldn't dare lie to you. She clearly didn't care at all. But it's still a shame that Riri didn't win any Grammys, but at least she came prepared to have the time of her life. Also in Grammys news, Adele beat out Beyoncé for both Album of the Year and Song of the Year, and wins many people, including Adele herself, found unfair. In a tearful speech while accepting the final award, Adele pays special homage to Beyoncé's Lemonade and says that Lemonade was her Album of the Year. But hey, if you thought nothing could top Adele's heart-wrenching speech to Beyoncé, think again. In a moment right out of Mean Girls, Adele broke off the top of her Grammy Award to reportedly give to Beyoncé after the British singer won Album of the Year for 25. Well, you know, that's enough Grammys talk, everyone, and now let's move on to our next story. If you're looking for an affordable but fun post-Valentine's date to go on with your significant other, look no further. Journey into the contemporary culture of India through the glitz and glamour of Bollywood with this musical review based on one of its greatest films, Taj Express. With India's high-energy pop music, this live performance is deeply rooted in the art of Bollywood film genre, complete with colorful costumes, thrilling music, dazzling dance, and even film excerpts. Performances are Saturday, February 18th at 8 p.m. and Sunday, February 19th at 4 p.m. But like I always say, remember 2 free student tickets are available with a valid Mason ID. They're on a first-come, first-served basis, so make sure to get them while they're hot. And I hope everyone has been cracking open those textbooks as we quickly approach midterm season and only 3 more months till summer break. This has been great bringing you some infotainment, my fellow patriots. Once again, this has been Gina Jerome with you on the couch. See you next week, Mason Nation, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GinaJuju and tweet me at Najina_J. Bye, Mason.
The 59th Annual Grammy Awards were hosted by late-night talk show host James Corden on Sunday. Performances for the night included both artists along with Chance the Rapper, who had a strong show receiving 3 awards, Lady Gaga with Metallica, and more. British singer Adele nabbed the top 3 awards of Record and Song of the Year with Hello and Album of the Year with 25. Coming into the awards, it was seen as a fight between Adele and Beyonce in her album release of Lemonade and single release of Formation. When Adele received the Award of the Year, she seemed almost apologetic in accepting the award, citing how powerful Lemonade made her and her friends, especially her back friends, feel after listening to it. What are your thoughts on Adele's homage to Beyonce, and do you think artists should start recognizing other artists more?
I think it was really nice. I really enjoyed what she had to say because, I mean, Adele knows what it feels like to get Grammys, and I mean, so does Beyonce, but they were both so good. It's such a hard choice between those 2 amazing artists, and yeah, of course artists should recognize each other when they do appreciate each other's work.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Alexis. I think, I commend Adele for going up there, accepting the award, but saying, hey, I think this should go to Beyonce. I think artists should be more humbled in recognizing the others' talent in the room.
Yeah.
So I just think that it just made people who loved Adele love her more, and people who
Agreed.
love Beyonce love Adele and Beyonce at the same time.
Yes.
And knowing that you can love 2 artists at once, and they can do great work in their different categories or in their different what they do best. Yeah. What about you, Rima?
Yes, definitely. As a person who loves both Adele and Beyonce, it actually almost made me cry when she said that. I was just stunned because of the appreciation that she showed.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in this week, Patriots. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News and subscribe to us on YouTube at Mason Cable Network to keep up with the latest news on and off campus. With that, I'm Alexis Whitted.
I'm Kylan Adams.
And I'm Rima Burish. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.